Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are listening to this message. This is the Lavender Priestess. Thank you again for returning back to my channel. Today is January the 7th, 2020, and I am here to bring you your daily reading for all zodiac signs. Okay, this message may not resonate with everyone. If it does, please hit the thumbs up button. Yay. If it doesn't, please also listen out for your moon and rising signs as well, and your Venus signs. Also, if you would be so kind to share this page, and also hit the subscribe button if you like what you hear and you want to be notified when I upload future videos. Starting in February, I will also add to this a daily love reading for all signs. I do personal readings. The information will be in the description box. Also, please follow me on Instagram. Yay. Okay, so I have pre-shuffled out the oracle cards just to save on time. I already asked for the divine and my spirit guides to come into this reading and drop down the cards for the information that they want you to know. Okay, so without further ado, here we go. Again, this is January 7th, 2020. Aries, transformation. Transformation, Aries. This particular message is for our Aries who have been going through, I think who are beginning their awakening process, transformation. A lot of things are happening that seem a little strange, that seem a little different, that make you think and make you wonder. Yeah, you're being awakening. So if you start seeing like synchronicities in numbers like 555, 444, 222, 111, you know, different things like that, or you start seeing reoccurring images around, yeah, that is spirit, universe, the divine trying to get your attention on some things so you're not losing your mind. If you're also losing sleep and staying up late and like your sleep pattern is off, that is also a sign of spiritual awakening. Okay, so just go with the process. You're not losing your mind. Yeah, and basically that's it. Yeah, you're not losing your mind. Okay. Taurus, spiritual strength. Spiritual strength. Taurus, so the situations that you have been encountering lately is going to require you to have spiritual strength in order to get through them. Sometimes we have a tendency to look at things from this worldly view, and if only we would just take a step back, Spirit will reveal some things to us, insight to our own selves, our inner beings, insight into others as well. So I think a lot of your confusion and a lot of your frustration is because you're looking at this with the natural world eye rather than looking at it from a spiritual aspect. Okay, so I think Spirit is asking for you to get a little bit more spiritual. Spend time meditating, spend time in prayer, spend time, you know, alone, just kind of connecting to the earth. That's the only way you're going to get through this situation, or actually be able to see things for what they really are. Okay, so that is Taurus. Gemini, material harvest. Material harvest. Gemini, this is for those Geminis who I think are trying to manifest some things in their life, and I believe that you're being a little bit discouraged about not seeing things happen in a timely manner, but I think that Spirit is reminding you and is giving you a confirmation that these things will manifest, that it does take time, that you're in a process of learning right now, and also they want to prepare you for when you actually receive these things so that you won't fall into the same traps or the same disappointments that you have had previously. Okay, it might take a little bit of time. It might take you, you know, through some uncomfortable places and uncomfortable scenarios, but in the end, you will have that harvest. You will reap that harvest that you have been planting. Okay, so just be a little bit patient and kind of learn and watch everything grow. You know, it's gonna happen. Cancer, new beginnings. New beginnings. So I think Cancer, this message is for those Cancers who are starting out in a new situation. I think in order for you to flourish in that situation, you're going to have to completely close out old and past relationships, situations, thinkings. You know, this new situation is going to require a whole new different thought process for you to achieve it, for you to understand it, for you to flourish in it. You can't go into something new bringing in the old. You know, you don't want to you don't want to taint what's happening new. I think that the newness is something that you've been asking for. I think that it is going to be very beneficial to you. It's a positive change, but you cannot bring old thinking patterns and old way of doing things into this new situation. Otherwise, you'll taint it, and it won't flourish. Okay, it won't grow. It won't manifest those things that you want it to have. It won't blossom. Okay, so new is good sometimes. In this case, new is definitely good. However, you're going to have to really work very hard to get rid of the old. Okay, whether that's old way of thinking, old friends, old patterns, you know, just anything that's old, that's not serving you, that's not helping you be your better self. Okay, so I think that Spirit is just telling you to release some of those old things so that you can embrace the new. Okay. Leo, a firm foundation. Firm foundation. This message is for those Leos who are starting something new. And it's going to require discipline. Okay, it's going to require discipline. It seems like the old way that you've been doing things kind of just kind of like fly by night. But this new venture that you want, this new thing that you're after, is going to require you to buckle down a bit. It's going to require you to be focused, and it's going to require discipline, okay? In order for it to be stable, in order for you to create that foundation that you need to make it grow, you're going to have to discipline yourself, okay? So you can't continue to do the same things. You can't continue to show up late to things. You can't continue to kind of like brush things over and not give things your full attention. In order for this new venture, this new idea, this new manifestation to come into to evolve, you're gonna have to really buckle down a bit. Okay, so the way you've been doing things is not going to work for this new situation. Okay, you have to make sure that this foundation is sturdy, otherwise this whole deal and everything associated with it is going to fall down. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to work on your foundation. Okay, Virgo. Rejoice in celebration. Rejoice in celebration. So Virgo, I think that you have had some really good things happen to you in 2020. And I think Virgos, I'm a Virgo again, we have the tendency to think a lot and to overthink some things. But Spirit is saying just kind of slow down. Just kind of embrace and be grateful and be happy for where you are now. You know, live in the moment. We're always thinking like 10 steps ahead, but take a deep breath and enjoy what's happened. You know, something really good I feel has happened to several of you within the past few days, and you're already thinking about the next thing. You know, just take a step back. Don't worry about what's happening. Really think about this good thing that's happened. Enjoy it. You know, be happy about it. You know, think about it. Don't rush so far ahead, you know, to the future. Like, what else is next? Like, how to work on this thing. You know, kind of just sit in your accomplishments for a minute. You know, feel good about yourself. Just kind of look at them and marvel over them, and just, you know, just be grateful for where you are at the moment. You don't have to be so proactive all the time. You know, sometimes you need to slow down, take a deep breath, and, you know, and take in that fresh air and just realize like how far you've come, and just kind of sit in that moment and, you know, just pat yourself on the back and say, wow, this is great. You know, I'm glad this is happening. And don't be so quick to rush into the next venture and thing. You know, just kind of enjoy where you are at the moment, okay? Libra, shadow, shadow. So Libra, I feel like this is for those Libras who need to reflect, okay? Who need to reflect. I think that you are not really embracing how far you've come. I think that also, I see some of you about to enter into a pattern, another situation that is similar to the one that you had. And you're going to make the same mistakes because you're not looking back, you know, and seeing what has transpired and how you got there, what didn't work to make this new thing work. You know, reflect sometimes. You know, your shadow is a reflection of you. Okay, although you're standing in the light, sometimes you might have to take a peek back, okay, or you might have to stand face to face with your darkness so that you can evolve, so that you can you know, change, so you can make changes. Sometimes we don't like to look at our dark side, and we just like to look at the light and how great we are, but sometimes we have to look at those bad spots about us, you know, in order to change those things, to make sure that whatever's coming is not tainted by it. So I think Libra, Spirit is saying that you need to reflect so that this new thing that you're trying to step into, and this new situation, that you don't also taint it with bad things, okay? That you realize your faults in certain things, who you are, and what doesn't serve you, okay? Sometimes you have to stand face to face with yourself. Look at your own self in the mirror. Look at your own reflection and realize things that you need to change, okay? Things that you need to rid out of yourself, you know, to make yourself better. Okay, so just focus, you know, reflect. I think Spirit is saying for those Libras that are embarking on something new or thinking about something new, that it's time before you go there to reflect and kind of get rid of those things that about yourself, or, you know, that are not really serving you, okay? Scorpio, prosperity begins. Prosperity begins. So Scorpio, I think Spirit, this is for those Scorpios who have had severe financial drought, severe financial hardships, and I think that you have begun to make those changes coming out of 2019. You know, the end of 2019, you started to, you know, fix your credit and started to save money. Those things are going to start to spin positive things into your life, okay? Prosperity begins. Spirit said that you have already begun to take those steps to make corrections to things that you've done in the past that didn't serve you, that caused you to have these hardships. So now it's time for you to begin to see where all that hard work is going to, okay? I believe that you've worked very hard to change your financial situation, that you worked very hard to make sure that you reverse those negative things that you have sown into your life. And I think it's now time that prosperity begins for you, okay? I also believe that this is for some Libras in relationships as well, okay? That you have had enough, Scorpios, that you have had enough bad things happen to you, and now it's time, it's your time, okay? It's your time to be prosperous, okay? Sagittarius, choose wisely. Choose wisely. I think you had this card recently. So choose wisely. Yes, Sag. So I think that you have a choice to make, okay? You have a choice to make. I think this message is split. I do feel that there are some people who have a choice to make as far as accepting a new position, okay? Whether or not you want the responsibility. Yes, it gives you more money, but are you willing to sacrifice more of your time? Okay, so I think you have a choice to make there, and I think for others, this is a choice between people. Okay, I think this is a choice between people. If you see that there are two birds flying there, and I think that you have a choice between two different people. Okay, so Spirit is saying, you know, make your checklist. You know, really search deep as to what it is that you want going forward and who serves you best in that capacity. Okay, for some of you, I think you already know that someone is just not good. For others of you, it might be a little bit more difficult, but I think it's time for you just to kind of, weigh your pros and cons with each person, and yeah, and make that decision. And definitely, summon your spirit guides to give you insight and directions, as to, what person is better, and or maybe some things that you didn't notice about one person that another one has, kind of, sit and meditate on it. And I think that you will be able to make the best decision. Okay. Aquarius. I'm sorry, Capricorn. Destiny. Capricorn, destiny. So Capricorn, I think that you have made a really big change lately. And Spirit is saying that, and I think that you have been uncomfortable about the change and not really so sure that it's a good idea. But Spirit is saying that it's definitely your destiny's path, okay? So whatever decision that you made recently is definitely your destiny's path. I see some of you have packed up and you've left a certain place, and it feels uncomfortable because it's different, it's unfamiliar. But Spirit is saying that it is definitely your destiny's path. Whatever they have for you, you have to go that way to receive it. Okay, for some of you, I do see that you are going to bump into the love of your life. Okay, for some of you, I think that you're going to stumble upon a career goal that is going to be so beneficial to you. That's like a gold mine, okay, a venture or something. So definitely that thing that made absolutely no sense, that your family didn't understand why you made the decision to up and go. Spirit is saying that it is the right decision. Okay, that is the right decision, and it is part of your destiny. Okay. Aquarius. Fulfillment of wishes. Fulfillment of wishes. Okay, so Aquarius, Spirit is saying that that thing that you have asked them for, that you've been hoping for, and for some of you is things that you have been asking and manifesting for, that you have actually been working towards achieving, that it's time that those things will be fulfilled in 2020. They're going to come in different intervals. Maybe like each quarter, you'll receive something different. Be patient, but it's your time to receive. Okay, it is your time to receive. So each quarter, you're going to receive one of those things that you have asked for. Okay, each quarter. And you're going to receive them in order of importance and the structure of the way that your life is going. Okay, so just be patient. You're going to receive those things, everything that you've asked for, in quarters. Okay, so every 3 months, you're going to receive something. Okay? Pisces. Victory and success. Victory and success. Okay? So Pisces, it's your time to shine. Sound the alarm. You've got it. You did the work. You've done the work. You've done everything you needed to do. Okay? You planted all the seeds that you needed to plant. You watered them. You nurtured them. Okay, and victory is coming. I also see this for some of you who are leaving relationships, and it's been very taxing, and the person that you are leaving has not been nice to you. They have not been kind to you. They have been almost like attacking you, maybe not physically so much, but definitely emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Spirit is saying that you're going to have victory and success. Okay, the court will make sure that you have what you need. Okay, for those of you who are in a marriage connection. Okay, otherwise, for those of you that are in just a relationship connection, karma is coming, and it's going to make sure that you have what you need. Okay, that what's due to you. Okay, so don't worry anymore. Victory, you have victory over the situation, and you'll definitely be successful. I know this person is threatening to take everything from you, but it's not going to happen that way. Okay, it's going to seem like they're winning, but it's not going to happen that way. In the end, you're definitely going to come out on top. Okay, and you're going to be victorious. Okay, so that is your daily message for today, your daily reading. If this message resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, please share and please subscribe if you want to hear or get notifications for future videos. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, okay? Have a wonderful day, and I will see, or rather you'll hear me on tomorrow. Bye.